One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Baylor Bears offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. Running to Green. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball's free in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking to pass. It's Hairston. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's good. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Minutemen come to the line on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Minutemen! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
He leaves it with his back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's the this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. On the move, he fires. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. It's good. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Hairston. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They're going to stop him short. And man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Bears are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Dances away. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bears will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They're going back to the ground. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Got a man. It's Kelly. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
UMass comes to the line, facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Harding. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll run it from the gun. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bears! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. UMass will try to pick it up on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. UMass getting set to snap it on first and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on third and long. Back to throw. It's Hairston. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Grab behind the line. It's good. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they will score. Touchdown, Minutemen. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got the 1st down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
They're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They've got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. And into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's the 4th quarter, 4th down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come.
Breaks into the open. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room. It's Jackson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Right on the money. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd and goal coming up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Never a doubt. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Got it behind the line. It's good.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air. It's Lawrence. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. UMass to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Elliott. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass!
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Baylor! They take the lead here in overtime.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third down, and they need zone to stay in the game here in OT. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, UMass! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Touchdown, Minutemen! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Bears! And they answered the bell and responded with a score of their own.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. Inside the 40, the 30, the 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point